Hey there, friends. Today we're going to get into a lot of deep cleaning in the kitchen. We're going to clean out the fridge, we're going to make dinner, and we're going to do several loads of dishes. Before we jump into all that, I want to say welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. My name is Rachel, and I have 3 teenagers. I clean constantly. There's always a mess somewhere in this house. Today is the kitchen, so let's go ahead and get started. It won't clean itself. We had just gotten home from vacation, not on this day, but the day before. And so the house really wasn't terrible because my husband and I cleaned really good before we left. But there are a lot of suitcases that need to be unpacked. And we kind of have eaten in the kitchen throughout the day and not cleaned up after ourselves because we were so tired. So I literally laid down all day until about 6 p.m. and then I got up and made myself cook dinner for everybody and cleaned the kitchen up. And I just cleaned the kitchen up while I was cooking dinner. The fridge did not get cleaned out before we left, so there was a lot of food from not the week before, but even the week before that. So 2 weeks old. A lot of stuff had to be, weeded out. And yeah, we got it done. It did take a while. It took over an hour, but I did it while I was cooking. And so I like to do that to kind of use my time wisely. And I had really been procrastinating this chore today, but I also didn't want to lay around all day and not get anything done at all on the house. And I have to work 2 days this week, so I didn't want to come home from work or get up in the morning and go to work with a dirty kitchen. If you like videos like this where somebody's cleaning to some music, chit-chatting, and you like that and it motivates you or makes you feel less bad about if your house is dirty, go ahead and follow me, like and subscribe. I am always cleaning something around here. I just corralled all the garbage off of the kitchen countertops, and then I went ahead and put some of the hand wash dishes up and emptied the dishwasher. That didn't really take too long at all. So while I'm doing this, I'm also thawing out some hamburger meat because I'm just going to make tacos tonight. I knew I had all that stuff ready to go, but I did need to thaw the meat out. And I had it sitting out on the counter, but it wasn't completely thawed, so I de-thawed it in the microwave. Is it called de-thawed or just thawed? Probably thawed. Why do we say de-thaw? after unloading the dishwasher, I loaded it, and there were not a ton of dishes, but there were enough to do a full load. So that was good. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that. There's not that many dishes in it. And then, as the day progresses, I'm like, wow, we really use a lot of dishes. But that's okay. We're not eating out, so it's good. I think this is better. I had made grilled cheese tomato soup for lunch for everybody, and I made some macaroni and cheese the night before, and my husband's boss sends him a steak, like a pre-cooked sirloin, every year for Christmas, and so we heated that up and ate that. So there was all those dishes from everybody for the past 2 days, and it felt nice to get my kitchen sink clean. Y'all know, if you're here before, I love for my kitchen sink to be completely empty and to do that final rinse down the sink. The kids were starting to get hungry, so they came down and they're like, when is dinner going to be ready? And I'm like, we're having tacos. It won't be too much longer. Hang in there, all those constant reassurance that they aren't going to starve, that we will be having some dinner, and it won't take too long to make. If you're new here, you will notice that I have a kitchen TV. I love my kitchen TV. I think it's one of the top probably three things in the kitchen that I love the most. And this was just an inexpensive TV on Amazon. I'll link it below, but I love this thing. Like, it helps me take my mind off of cleaning. I like to put on YouTube a lot of the time and watch other people clean or other people cook. I like to put movies on, especially during the Christmas season. I love to watch Christmas movies on it. And, I just love it. I really honestly don't think I could give up my kitchen TV. And honestly, I kind of did give it up for a little while when we redid this kitchen, because where that end cabinet is, right above the coffee machine, I had a TV, an old TV somebody gave me, and I had it mounted to the wall. So then when we redid the kitchen, we took that down, and I just went without for a while. And my husband's like, we can get you a Rolly TV or just, use the iPad. And I'm like, you know what? These TVs are not that much. I think I paid $50 for it, and it's perfect. I got the smallest one they had. It's 20 some inches. I don't remember exactly how much, but it fits perfectly underneath my cabinet, and it's a smart TV, so you can just have it on Netflix, YouTube, whatever, Prime, and I love it. I'm in love with it. It's such a little luxury item for a very small amount of money. Our tacos are well on their way, so I'm going to tackle this fridge. Y'all, the fridge, it's out of control. There's empty salsa jars. There's a, 1/4 of amount of a cherry slushy remaining from 2 weeks ago. We don't drink, but there's a bottle of margarita mix in there because we made, what is it called? Oh, mocktail. We made a virgin margarita when my parents were over here. They were really delish. Herbs from, I don't know, was that Thanksgiving? I mean, just this time, and every week I do a little bit of a clean out in this fridge because I can't get anything in there unless I do that first. And so it was time. I just love to organize, where the foods go, and it doesn't stay like this forever, but it does help me see what I need to buy. And so what I typically will do will go row by row, put things where they're supposed to go, get the stuff that's old out of there, and then I will wipe down. If it's not terrible, I'll just wipe down the shelves around the things. Now if it's bad, that's when I would take everything out, or if something spills, I would take everything out of that row. But it wasn't terrible because I've started doing this every week. The inside of the fridge wasn't terrible. I mean, it had a lot of stuff in it. And I definitely need to clean this drawer out because this is the cheese drawer. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but I love cheese. And I'm down to one bag of cheese from Costco. That is nuts. When I bought all that cheese from Costco, I really thought, there's no way we eat all this cheese. Well, guess what? We almost have ate all that cheese, and I would be willing to bet that I've ate 99% of that cheese. And that is who I am. It is what it is. Now, I did wipe the inside of the drawer down, and then I don't know what's on my kids' hands when they touch the handles of the fridge. and like the side panels right there, but it's gross. It's thick and cakey, and I don't know what it is. So it needed a hot rag on it, and so I got a hot rag, a little bit of Blue Dawn, and scrubbed them because it was stuck on there. We are moving right along with our taco meal also. So I heated up some corn tortillas for my daughter, and then for me and my husband I did some low carb tortillas from Costco, and I'm going to heat those up too. They taste a lot better if you heat them up. They don't taste terrible not heated up, but when you heat them up you can't even tell that they're low carb. Highly recommend. Just put a little bit of oil in there. Now, this cabinet where my trash can goes, it stays disgusting. Also, I bought a ton of trash bags that don't fit this trash can. And it's not a trash can, it's a hamper. I keep thinking I'm going to replace it, but it's so big that I can put a ton of trash in it. And so I know that these black trash bags from Aldi fit it, and also the ones that have the ties, but none of the others do. Those black ones, the Costco ones, those don't fit it. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with, like, I don't know, 100 trash bags. This is coffee grounds in the bottom because we got a new coffee maker, and you have to, like, pop the old coffee grounds out, and I think that we've been doing it a little willy-nilly and haphazardly into this trash can, and I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was me or my husband. I might not even mention it. I'll be the bigger, grown-up, mature person and not even mention it. But if you watch this, honey, I cleaned up your coffee grounds. The only cheese I had left for the tacos was mozzarella that was shredded. And I don't really shred cheese. I'm not somebody who has to shred their own cheese to feel like, I don't know, it probably is better for you. I don't know that it is. I eat too much cheese to have to go through this every time I want shredded cheese. I like a lot of shredded cheese, and we had gotten this little slap chop thing from TJ Maxx. Back a couple months ago, me and my husband lost our minds at TJ Maxx and bought everything we could think of, and this was one of the purchases. I'm hoping it works better to like chop up the veggies, but it doesn't do well on shredding the cheese. And I tried many different little plates that you put in there, and I don't know if my cheese was too warm or what, but I was not happy with this. And so I got out my handy dandy old timey metal shredder, and this went fine. It went pretty fast, and that cheese is almost gone. The only pre-shredded cheese I had left was mozzarella, and I've never had mozzarella cheese on a taco. It probably would be fine, but I also had this Colby Jack, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shred this cheese today. Plated up my daughter's tacos. She does not enjoy cheese anymore. I think teenagers might go through a period where they don't like cheese. Does anybody else's teenagers, did they used to like cheese and now they don't? Is that going around social media that cheese is bad for you? Because it's weird. Both of my oldest teenagers are like, no, we don't want cheese on that anymore. And it's like a taco. And they've had tacos with cheese every day of their life, every time they've had tacos until now. But, you know, oh well. I don't fight stuff like that. We did have some romaine lettuce, so I'm going to take the old floppy leaves off the outside. I gave it a good wash. Now I'm going to give it a good chop. See, I'm wondering if the chop plastic thing that I got would be good for this, but I'd already got it all cheesy, so I couldn't really use it. So I'm going to dry it off, and then I'll put some on my husband's tacos. And I'm going to go ahead and make my lunches for the next 2 days, so I don't have to even worry about that. My husband and daughter love sour cream on their tacos. Now, my daughter does more than a dollop of sour cream. She does probably 4 dollops per taco, but that's okay. She's getting some good dairy there since we're not doing the cheese anymore. And then my husband also likes a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of taco sauce, and everybody was fed. My youngest son, he likes his in nacho form, so I'll usually make him nachos. And this is the only night where taco night's one of the only nights where I kind of make everybody different taco vessels. So used to, my husband would eat regular corn tortillas, but now we both do the low carb ones. Then it was time to put the rest of these dishes from the fridge into the dishwasher. So they really didn't need like a big scrub, so I just kind of rinsed them off and put them in there. And then I got the dishwasher started. I feel like the majority of these leftovers were just rice from where I made Mexican rice a couple times. Or maybe I just made it one time and I just made too many. But I kind of go back and forth on like, should I make less rice or not? But I have a hard time figuring out how much rice to actually cook and how much it's going to like create after I cook it. And rice is very inexpensive. And so I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing like I'm doing because I'd rather have too much than like not enough. You know what I mean? Do you guys like leftovers? My family loves leftovers for the most part. We'll eat stuff several times. They do get sick of it, but I try to get like one meal plus one leftover as a meal. What about y'all? Do y'all cook a lot? Like, do you overcook so you have leftovers? Because that's what I do. I kind of plan on having leftovers. But, some people don't even like leftovers. What do you do? I went ahead and put up the rest of this taco meat. Now, my kids are out of school all week until next Monday, so I know that they'll be able to eat this for lunch for a few days. And so that's why I made so much. I made 3 packs of hamburger meat, which was probably like 2.5 or 3 pounds. And I did that because I knew that they would eat on it all week long. I wanted to get my coffee maker ready for myself in the morning, and I rinsed out the drain pan from the coffee maker, and it was just kept coming out nasty looking. So I took it apart and scrubbed it with my dish brush and some Dawn, and I felt better about that because I was like, I don't know why this is gunky on the bottom. I don't know if I thought that I washed this before I left for vacation, but maybe not. I filled up the water reservoir. It takes water for several things. And see, this is where you have to lap out you got to give it a good whack to get the coffee grounds out. Here comes my husband. He is not going to be happy that I left that in there. But he knew I was filming, I think. So he might not watch it. Anyways, you can see how there is a possibility of getting coffee grounds in the trash drawer every time. And I went ahead and put me some new coffee beans in there. And my coffee was so good this morning. It was so delicious. It was bright and early. I got up at 5 a.m. and made my coffee, got in the shower. It was a nice morning, very quiet. I had my little Christmas lights on. Also, I'm not taking these Christmas trees down till well into January. So just get ready. You're going to think, oh, this is an old video. No, it isn't. I'm still in the Christmas spirit. And I'm not going to talk about Christmas a whole lot, but you will see the Christmas trees for a while. I'm going to leave it up till he makes me take it down, okay? He's going to have to be like, I can't stand this anymore. We got to take it down. And that's fine. He's such a trooper. It felt really good after the chaos of the holidays and traveling and eating out constantly to get in my kitchen, get things put up, wiped off, get my fridge cleaned out, countertops wiped down, and just kind of start getting back into the normal swing of things. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this, go ahead and subscribe. I do lots of cleaning content. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.